Have you ever wondered who is truly in charge of your life? What if I told you that most of your decisions, feelings, and actions are not made by you, the conscious you, but by a hidden co-pilot you barely even know? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it is the fundamental reality of how your brain works. We will uncover 25 incredible facts that reveal how this silent partner governs everything you do, think, and feel. Fact 1. Your subconscious mind processes about 40 million bits of information per second. Think about that. Every second, it is taking in data from all your senses, the feeling of the air on your skin, the ambient sounds in the room, the subtle shifts in light. Your conscious mind, in comparison, can only handle about 40 bits of information per second. That means 99.999% of what you perceive is handled completely outside of your conscious awareness. You are only seeing a tiny sliver of reality, a version that has been filtered and curated for you by your subconscious. Fact 2. Your subconscious is the home of all your habits. Every single one of them, from the way you automatically tie your shoes to the route you take to work without thinking. Driving a car is a perfect example. When you were learning, you had to consciously think about every single action, the steering, the pedals, the mirrors. It was exhausting, but now you just get in and drive. Your subconscious has taken that complex skill and turned it into an automated program. This frees up your conscious mind to think about other things, like what you want for dinner. This applies to your emotional habits as well, like your automatic reaction to criticism or your go-to comfort activity when you feel stressed. Fact 3. Your subconscious controls all of your vital bodily functions. You do not have to remind yourself to breathe. You do not command your heart to beat over 100,000 times a day. You do not consciously manage the intricate chemical processes of digestion or the constant battle your immune system wages against invaders. These incredibly complex and life-sustaining processes are all managed flawlessly by your subconscious around the clock, keeping you alive and functioning without a single conscious thought on your part. It is the ultimate autopilot system. Fact 4. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind. When you feel a sudden wave of anxiety, a pang of nostalgia, or a burst of pure joy, that is often your subconscious communicating with you. It is reacting to a trigger in your environment, a sight, a sound, a smell, and cross-referencing it with your entire life's database of experiences in a fraction of a second. This generates a feeling, a physical sensation in your body, long before your conscious mind has had a chance to logically analyze the situation and figure out why you feel that way. Your feelings are messages from your deep mind. Fact 5. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. Even when your conscious mind is offline for the night, your subconscious is wide awake and hard at work. It continues to run all your bodily functions, of course, but it is also busy processing the day's events. It works to consolidate memories, moving important information from short-term storage to long-term storage. And it communicates with you through the rich, symbolic language of dreams, often working through problems or unresolved emotional conflicts from your waking life. It is a 24/7 operation, a tireless guardian and librarian of your mind. Fact 6. The subconscious mind is completely literal. This is a critical rule to understand if you want to work with it. It does not understand sarcasm, irony, or negatives in the way your conscious mind does. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I don't want to be late," or "I hope I don't fail this test," the subconscious mind tends to ignore the don't and focuses on the primary concepts, late and fail. It takes your dominant thoughts and words as direct commands. This is why positive affirmations can be so effective and why chronic, negative self-talk can be so detrimental. Your subconscious is listening to everything you say to yourself, and it believes you. Fact 7. Your subconscious mind has no concept of past or future. For your subconscious, everything is happening right now. It lives entirely in the present moment. This is why a memory from 20 years ago can trigger an emotional and physical reaction as if the event were happening all over again. The subconscious retrieves the memory, and because it has no timeline, it replays the associated feelings, the fear, the sadness, the joy with full intensity. It cannot file it away as over and done with in the same way your conscious mind can. This is a double-edged sword. It can keep us trapped in old patterns, But it also means that healing and change are possible in any moment, because as far as the subconscious is concerned, the moment of change is always now. Fact 8. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. This is an absolute game changer. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself succeeding at a goal, feeling the emotions of that success, seeing the sights, hearing the sounds, your subconscious accepts it as a real memory. It rewires your neural pathways as if you had actually done it. This is not just wishful thinking. It is the scientific principle behind the visualization techniques used by world-class athletes, top surgeons, and successful entrepreneurs. They mentally rehearse their success over and over, programming their subconscious to make that success an inevitable reality. They are creating the experience in their mind first, so their body and actions can follow the pre-existing blueprint. Fact 9. The vast majority of your core beliefs were programmed into your subconscious before you reached the age of 7. During these early years, a child's brain operates predominantly in a low-frequency brainwave state, similar to a state of hypnosis. You were like a sponge, absorbing information, beliefs, and behaviors directly into your subconscious without any critical filter from the conscious mind. The things you heard about money, relationships, your own worth, and how the world works all became part of your fundamental programming. As an adult, your life is largely an expression of these childhood programs. You are unconsciously seeking to create experiences that match the beliefs you absorbed before you even knew what a belief was. Fact 10. Your subconscious is a perfect memory bank. It has recorded, in flawless detail, everything that has ever happened to you. Every face you have ever seen, every conversation you have ever heard, every scent you have ever smelled. It is all in there. While your conscious mind forgets things to avoid being overwhelmed, your subconscious forgets nothing. It is a vast archive of your entire existence. This is why a certain song can suddenly transport you back to a specific moment in your teenage years with crystal clarity, or why a long-forgotten memory can surface in a dream. The information was never gone. It was just filed away in the limitless library of your subconscious. Fact 11. It is the source of the placebo effect. The placebo effect is one of the most powerful demonstrations of the subconscious mind's direct control over the physical body. When a person is given a sugar pill but is told it is a powerful medicine, they can experience real, measurable physiological changes. Their body begins to heal itself based purely on the belief that it is receiving help. This is not the conscious mind thinking itself better. It is the subconscious mind, which holds the blueprint for perfect health, receiving a powerful suggestion of healing and then marshaling the body's vast resources to make that healing a physical reality. It shows us that our beliefs can be the most potent prescription of all. Fact 12. Your intuition, or that gut feeling, is your subconscious communicating at high speed. Have you ever just known something without knowing how you knew it? That is your intuition at work. It is your subconscious mind doing what it does best, processing millions of data points from your past experiences and current environment in an instant. It recognizes subtle patterns and cues that your conscious mind completely misses. It then delivers its conclusion not as a logical argument, but as a feeling, a hunch, a sense of rightness or wrongness. Learning to trust this inner guidance system is like unlocking a superpower, allowing you to navigate life with a wisdom that goes far beyond conscious reasoning. Fact 13. Your subconscious has a built-in filtering system called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS for short. Think of it as the gatekeeper to your conscious mind. Out of the millions of bits of information flying at you every second, the RAS decides what is important enough to bring to your attention. And what does it consider important? Whatever you have told it is important. Have you ever decided you want to buy a specific model of car, and then suddenly you start seeing that car everywhere? They were always there, but now your RAS is tagged to look for them. It is a goal-seeking mechanism. Tell it you are looking for opportunities, and it will show you opportunities. Tell it the world is a dangerous place, and it will diligently point out every potential threat to prove you right. You are co-creating your reality by setting the filters for your own perception. Fact 14. The number one primary directive of your subconscious mind is to keep you safe. Its entire job, above all else, is your survival. And to the subconscious, what is safe is what is familiar. It operates on a very simple principle. What you have done in the past has not resulted in your demise, so you should keep doing it. This is why change can feel so uncomfortable and even terrifying. Even if your current situation is unhappy or unhealthy, it is known. A new, potentially better path is unknown, and therefore, from the subconscious's perspective, it is potentially dangerous. This primal drive for safety is the root of most of our resistance to personal growth. Fact 15. Your comfort zone is a literal creation of your subconscious mind. Based on its primary goal of keeping you safe and in familiar territory, it builds a psychological enclosure around you. This zone is made up of your familiar habits, routines, beliefs, and emotional responses. As long as you stay within these walls, you feel relatively at ease. But the moment you try to step outside of it, to try something new, to speak up, to take a risk, your subconscious sounds the alarm. It floods your body with feelings of anxiety, fear, and self-doubt. These feelings are not a sign that you should stop. They are simply the subconscious mind's protective mechanism trying to pull you back into the familiar, safe enclosure it has built for you. Fact 16. Your subconscious actively seeks to create more of what it already knows. It is a pattern-matching machine. It takes your core beliefs as a blueprint and then works tirelessly to find evidence in the outside world that confirms these beliefs are true. If you have a deep-seated belief that you are unlucky, your subconscious will filter your perception to highlight every negative event while downplaying or ignoring the positive ones. It will guide your actions in subtle ways that lead to unlucky outcomes, thus creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. It does this because confirming an existing belief is more energy efficient and feels safer than having to create a new one. It wants a consistent, predictable world, even if that world is built on a negative foundation. Fact 17. Repetition is the master key to programming your subconscious. The subconscious mind learns through repeated exposure and emotion. Saying something once or twice has little effect. But when you consistently and repeatedly expose your subconscious to a new idea, a new thought, or a new image, especially when it is coupled with strong positive emotion, it begins to accept it as a new truth. This is how affirmations, visualizations, and new habits are installed. You are literally carving a new neural pathway in your brain through deliberate repetition, overwriting an old program with a new one. It is not a quick fix, it is a process of consistent training, just like building a muscle at the gym. Fact 18. Your subconscious mind speaks through your body. Long before you feel a conscious emotion, your subconscious has already initiated a physical response. This is the realm of body language. A sudden tightening in your stomach when you meet someone new, the unconscious crossing of your arms when you feel defensive, the slight lean forward when you are genuinely interested. These are not calculated moves. They are honest, unfiltered signals broadcast directly from your subconscious. Your body is a screen displaying the output of your subconscious programs. Learning to read your own physical signals can give you incredible insight into what you truly believe and feel beneath the surface of your conscious thoughts. Fact 19. Your subconscious is the silent matchmaker in your relationships. It is drawn to what is familiar, not necessarily what is healthy, but what feels like home on a deep, unconscious level. If your childhood was defined by a certain emotional dynamic, perhaps with a distant parent or a critical caregiver, your subconscious creates an emotional blueprint of love from that experience. As an adult, it will then scan for and be powerfully attracted to people who can recreate that same familiar feeling. This is why people so often find themselves in similar types of relationships over and over again. It is not bad luck. It is their subconscious seeking to resolve an old pattern by reliving it. Fact 20. It controls your financial thermostat. Just as you have a relationship blueprint, you also have a money blueprint, a set of deep-seated beliefs about wealth and your worthiness to have it. These beliefs, programmed in childhood, set a thermostat for your financial life. If you believe money is scarce or that you have to work incredibly hard for every penny, your subconscious will guide your behavior to ensure you never have too much of it, because having more would contradict the core program and feel unsafe. It will create urges for frivolous spending or make you miss opportunities. To change your financial reality, you must first reset the subconscious thermostat. Fact 21. It is the source of all your creative aha moments. Have you ever struggled with a problem for hours, only to have the perfect solution pop into your head while you are in the shower or going for a walk? That was your subconscious at work. When you consciously focus on a problem, you are using the limited processing power of your logical mind. But when you relax and let go, you give the problem to the subconscious. It then accesses its vast database of all your knowledge and experiences, making connections and seeing patterns your conscious mind could never see. It works on the problem in the background and then delivers the elegant solution to your conscious awareness as a sudden flash of insight. Fact 22. The subconscious holds the power of immense physical healing. This goes far beyond the placebo effect we discussed earlier. The field of psychoneuroimmunology has scientifically demonstrated that your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a direct and measurable impact on your immune system. Chronic stress and negative beliefs can suppress immune function, while feelings of hope, joy, and a strong will to live can enhance it. Your subconscious mind has the original blueprint for your perfect health, and by feeding it the right signals of belief and expectation, you can activate the body's own incredible, innate capacity to heal and regenerate. Fact 23. All of these functions combine to create your personal vibration. While this may sound a little abstract, it is a very real phenomenon. Your dominant, habitual thoughts and feelings, which are run by your subconscious, generate a tangible energetic signature. It is the vibe that people pick up from you without you saying a word. If your subconscious is filled with programs of fear, lack, and resentment, you will broadcast that energy and tend to attract experiences and people that match it. If you consciously work to install programs of gratitude, love, and abundance, your subconscious will broadcast that energy instead, transforming what you draw into your life. Fact 24. Even when it sabotages you, your subconscious is trying to protect you. This is one of the most compassionate truths to understand about yourself. When you procrastinate, give in to a bad habit, or freeze up with fear, it feels like self-sabotage. But from your subconscious mind's perspective, it is executing a protective program. That fear of public speaking might be linked to a childhood program that says, being seen and getting attention leads to criticism and emotional pain. So, the subconscious floods you with fear to protect you from that perceived danger. It is not your enemy. It is an incredibly powerful but sometimes misguided servant, running old software that no longer serves your current goals. Fact 25. And this leads us to the single most powerful and liberating fact of all. You are the programmer. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, yes, but it is not your destiny. It is a computer, and you, your conscious mind, are the one who sits at the keyboard. You can choose to rewrite the code. Through awareness, you can identify the old, limiting programs. Through repetition of new thoughts, affirmations, and visualizations, you can install new, empowering software. It requires conscious effort and consistency, but you have the ultimate power to direct this immense force within you. You are not a passenger in your own life. You are the pilot who can choose the destination and deliberately chart the course to get there. If this exploration of your inner world has opened your eyes, help us bring this knowledge to more people who are ready to take control of their lives. Please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the power of the mind, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update.